Hi and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, my hair is wet. I just got out of the shower. This video is going to be a nightmare to edit because I'm eating potato chips out of the bag and I don't want all the crackling sounds to be loud and annoying, and I have one day to edit it, so it's really like helping myself there. Also, there's this huge dead bug in the spider web right outside my window. Hold on, let me show you. See that nasty bug? Yeah, it's dead. It's in a spider web. So annoying and gross. Ew. But anyway, today is kind of like a story time while I do my makeup. Actually, I don't really feel like putting makeup on today. I'm not really going anywhere. While I do my skincare, like always, because I feel like I'm always in this chair doing my skincare in like every video. Let me know if that's annoying or if you like it. I don't know. Like, I feel like a get ready with me video is so like helpful. Like if you're kind of lonely or you're just, I think I'm just rubbing potato chip all over my face. But if you're like lonely or you like want that vibe of like having a best friend over and you're doing your skincare together or whatever, you know, I feel like that gives you, like, get ready with me is give me that vibe because I'm an only child and I don't really have friends. So yeah, way to sound depressing. But anyway, today I'm doing a story time because the craziest thing happened to me in April. Like a lot of crazy things actually happened in April. April was like probably the worst month of this year so far. But May's been pretty good. Like I'm back and I'm in a good place. But yeah, April kind of blew it hard. It was sucked. It was the worst. Probably like one of the worst months of my life actually. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you kind of like the story time why I was like completely gone from YouTube for a month, which was very unlike me recently, because like my goal for this year on my little thing, you can see it right there, was like post 3 times a month on YouTube, and I posted once in April, and that was like on April 1st. So here comes a big old story time for you guys. Any product I'm using will be in the description box. These are just the salt and vinegar chips. But yeah, let's get into it. Grab your favorite snack, grab your favorite drink, grab your skincare or makeup or whatever, and join me. So actually, funnily enough, is funnily a word? Well, I'll look it up and I'll tell you if it is on the screen or not. I'll come in like as editing me or whatever. It is a word. It doesn't sound like one though, right? Funnily enough, I think it sounds right. Yeah. The first day of April absolutely sucked for me. And this was before anything got really terrible. So it's kind of funny to me because the first day, like my dad had a show, he's a musician. He had a show, me and my mom were going to the show. And I just kind of woke up and I was like feeling kind of And I wasn't like feeling confident in my body. So nothing I put on, I felt like I looked good in. All girls have these days, like it's just a certain time of day. Also, like I think my period had just started, so I was feeling kind of bloated and I was uncomfortable. Everything was like bad. So then I eventually just like throw on like a big oversized tee and just shorts and a hat and I go, and I'm like kind of grouchy, not in the mood, and I go and everything's kind of fine. I'm having kind of like just an day. Then like just certain things happened throughout the day that just annoyed me and like did not put me in a good mood. So then a few days later, on April 4th, I broke up with my boyfriend. That story is extremely long and I'm not really interested in talking about it because it's kind of like triggering to think about at this point. But yeah, I dumped him, and best decision I've ever made. Honestly, like that's gonna sound kind of mean, but it's not in that way. I just mean like the relationship was really unhealthy for me. So getting out was great for me. So then 10 days after that, April 14th, I go skateboarding. Well, actually first I went like and hung out with my friend. It was raining and it was like it was like hot, and then it got really like hot and humid, and then it got really cold when it rained. But like we're going around, we're having fun. That's all fine. I come home, I eat pizza. I had gotten a donut on the way home. I can't even think about donuts. Like you'll understand why later on, but like so gross. I just love them though, so like if you love them, like good for you. I'm happy you can, because I can't anymore. So then it's like I eat my food. it's like around dinner time, like the sun's going to go down soon, and I'm like, you know what, it's not raining, I'll go skateboard, because I love skateboarding. Like longboarding has kind of been my personality for like the past 5 years of my life. So I go longboard. I go around 3 times. I decide to go on the 4th time. Come down the hill in my neighborhood, a worm, my hair is dripping, hold on, like a dead worm actually, like comes and like I hit it with the wheel and it like sticks to like my leg right here, and I have to use like something to like flick it off. It's disgusting. It was probably the grossest thing. But then I'm going around one of the cul-de-sacs and I can't tell you what happened here because I literally don't remember. I fall backward and I hit my head on the concrete. I was wearing a beanie, so that's good because it would have been worse. It had like a little bit of like thickness protection. I don't know how long I was unconscious. I don't know if I was. I mean, everything's kind of like a blackout for me at this point. But I eventually get up and I walk to the neighbor's house that's the closest. I knew their kids, like they're a little younger than me. Like her son wanted me to teach him to skateboard. Her husband like checks the back of my head for like if I'm bleeding. She gives me ice. She drives me home. My mom takes me to the emergency room. I have a whole lot of stuff happen. Like they run tests. They give me like make sure I'm not having like a brain bleed because I'm obviously very concussed. And I don't really remember a lot of this, but I do know that when they were driving me into the room for the CAT scan, the lady that was driving was a little on the gurney was a little more like than like trying to be careful for someone who's had a head injury and had just eaten before. And so I throw up, and I throw up a lot, and I threw up the pizza and I threw up this donut, and now I haven't eaten pizza since. I want to try eating it. I don't want to even think about the donut. No, because I just keep throwing up that whole night. I have like the worst pain ever. I have all these things wrong. I lose my sense of smell. Now that's a weird one. I did not know that that was a symptom of concussions, but it is. I cannot smell anything. That's trying to like, the doctor said to do like smell something that smells good for like 10 minutes before you go to bed, and then 10 minutes right when you wake up to try to like get that working again. So that's what I've been doing. But fast forward, I am finally getting better now. Like I'm in physical therapy. I have to put this Arnicare cream on my jaw because I have TMJ now from the trauma. Like, yeah, so that's why I've like been completely gone. April sucked. I mean, like, because at one point right after the concussion, like less than a week later, I started feeling better, and then I got worse, and then I had to go back to the doctor. I was throwing up again. I felt terrible. Like it got so bad again. Had to go to all these different doctors. One doctor sent me to another doctor. I'm supposed to be going to a doctor that does smelling and taste. Like I didn't know that existed, but apparently that exists, and I'm gonna have to go to one of those if my smell's not back by the time that they make the appointment. But yeah, that's my life recently. Let's talk about something happier now, because I'm almost done with my skincare. But yeah, I have never experienced worse pain than that concussion. Like the headaches and the nausea and the lack of sleep. I had to take melatonin for a little bit, and then I started having nightmares, so I stopped taking melatonin because I was able to fall asleep again. I mean, it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me physically, not mentally, but like physically, like. And I'm very excited to get back on the skateboard. I want to get back on the skateboard because I'm not even like a trick boarder. I literally just cruise. So I don't understand what happened. I wish I knew what caused me to fall. My mom and I have a theory that it was because it was wet out. Like I might have gotten grease on my shoe. There's a piece of my board that has the grip tape worn away. I could have just slipped when I put my foot on and fell backward. But like the other thing is when I fell, like I went to pick up my phone, it didn't turn on. I was like, my phone is brand spanking new and it didn't turn on. So I got all freaked out that my phone was broken. It's not, obviously. Hi, I'm filming on it. But yeah, that happened too. So yeah, awful April story time complete. Anyway, I'm back to posting once a week, so please subscribe. And a lot of exciting things are happening this year still, and I'm very, very excited. So please just subscribe, come along for the ride, join the friend group. I am so grateful for everyone who's chosen to subscribe. I said chosen, like Monoskin. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and please comment down below something. I will read it because I love reading your comments. Bye.